Robyn's more important.
It's been heartbreaking being your wife for years.
I feel like it's more of an inevitability coming instead of a let's try to work this out.
I've decided to leave. I'm gonna leave Kody.
I felt like that Christine was more than a sister wife. I felt like that she was a friend for a lot of years.
I don't think you and I know how to be real about things with each other.
He's no longer acting as my husband here.
18 months being persecuted by my own family for trying to protect them. My heart is broken.
Hey everyone, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome back to my channel. It is Monday, August 15th. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I took Friday off and I'm just getting back into it. I have been very busy over on my Facebook page where I've been taking care of some misinformation that's been going on in a story that I was covering over here, but I haven't really talked about it. So make sure if you're not following me on my Facebook page and you want updates about the Vaughn McCrae, Dre McCrae story, you go over there. I probably won't be talking about it much on my YouTube channel just because the wider audience is over on Facebook. Over here, let's talk about Sister Wives because there is some new details coming out about this new season. And I'm actually shocked because there is a synopsis that was released, a press release by TLC last week. I took Friday off, so this came out on Thursday, so I'm a day late and $1 short. But the press release reveals that this is going to be the most powerful season to date of Sister Wives. I'm shocked. Is everyone ready? Get your lip gloss out. Get your lip gloss out. When I'm feeling stressed, sometimes I'm like, get me some lip gloss. Okay, this is totally not sponsored, but some of you guys ask what I wear on my lip gloss, and I'm like, I love Fenty. I love the Fenty's lip gloss. I believe that's Rihanna's brand. Under My Umbrella. I can't listen to that song again. I can't listen to the song Umbrella without thinking about the Umbrella of Authority. Is it me? Have we talked about the IBLP so much that now when I think of my lip gloss, I think of Umbrella of Authority? Just me? Okay, anyways. TLC released their press release. Let's get into the details. And they had some cute photos that went along with it. So it says, fresh off the heels of a head-turning season, Sister Wives picks up right where the season left off when the series returns on Sunday, September 11th. As I told you, this is what they do. They take off and they return back. For 12 years, dedicated fans have followed the highs and lows between Kody Brown and his 4 wives, Mary, Janelle, Christine, and Robyn, as they've expanded their family and celebrated life's big moments from birthdays to weddings and babies. This season, Sister Wives takes a dramatic and emotional turn as Christine leaves Kody and changes the dynamic of the polygamist family forever. We have been following them for 12 years. I always think, I hate it that it's like he's called the husband and they're called the wives, but I guess it's their patriarchal cult that they're in. And fresh off the heels of stuff that happened over a year ago. Okay, but here's some of the stuff that I didn't know was coming. This is what the head of TLC said. When TLC first introduced Sister Wives, the country was fascinated by a family with a very different lifestyle than most. The Browns challenged the notion of a traditional family mold, and over a decade later, their family dynamics are still resonating with viewers because of their honesty, vulnerability, and now their relatability, said Howard Lee. This is going to be an ugly season, and they're not going to talk about how Kody is going to be off the handle and be very verbally abusive. They're also not going to talk about how even though people relate to them, there's a lot of really problematic things about this situation and how they've made a scenario that actually engulfs and entails a lot of questionable beliefs, problematic beliefs, and control by the husband in the church. They've made it very vanilla. They've desensitized it so that you can actually handle the family. A part of me thinks that if we actually saw family for who they were and saw everything about them, we might not like them as much. But that's just me. Okay, so this is what it says. Last year, Christine kicked Kody out of their home, which was one of the hardest things that she has ever done. But now, formally putting an end to their marriage turns out to be even harder. And when she has to tell her sister wives and her children, nobody takes it well. She is determined to move to Utah to be with her older children, but then Kody tries to stop her. Christine calls him out for favoring one wife and her children over all the others. The stresses multiply as people begin to take sides. Okay, I had no clue that Kody would try to stop her from leaving. But maybe because he believes and views the children as property. So in their belief system, when a wife tries to leave, she's kind of the property of the husband. It's a sad reality. And the church would view her as the property of the husband. And the child that she has that's still a minor would be viewed a property of the husband. So he's going to put a fight to not allow her to leave and to try to keep the kid with her in the family, because they don't want to lose the kids, because they want to keep the kids in the cult, even though their older kids are all left. It's a weird dynamic, you guys. It's very bizarre. We do know that she moved to Utah. That happened. We didn't know that nobody takes it well. I mean, I guess everyone would have a hard time with this, but as you can see now on social media, the older kids are doing well. They support her decision. Her children are handling this, and she does call him out for favoring one wife and her children over all others. Now, here's the thing. I want to just put the caveat here. I just want to stick a pin. Listen to this sentence, because in the next sentence, in the next paragraph, it reveals everything that we need to know. Christine calls him out for favoring one wife and her children over all others. Robyn, okay? Now let's go to the next paragraph. On top of it all, COVID is still a major issue for the Brown family, as first Janelle and her children test positive, and later Kody and Robyn and their kids face their own struggles during the pandemic. Janelle and her children test positive, and then Kody and Robyn and their kids face their own struggles. Janelle is her kids, Kody and Robyn, their kids. This isn't even TLC trying to hide the dynamic. So is Christine right for pointing this out? Bingo. When Christine's daughter McKelty gives birth, she invites some of the sister wives to be a part of it, but not others. And her choices are surprising. Well, I think we know that she invited Janelle, and I know Robyn didn't go, and I don't know if Mary would have gone. So I don't know, would it surprise you if they weren't there? I'm pretty sure that Mary and Robyn didn't go. And I don't know who went, but I know Christine was there for sure. Okay, then without talking to Kody, I had no idea about this. This part boggles my mind. Then, without talking to Kody, Janelle buys a giant RV and moves on to their undeveloped Coyote Pass property as she is desperate to get construction started on their homes. That's a lie. You guys, there's actually a photo of Janelle and Kody going to buy this RV together. So is this part of a storyline? Because remember, there was this photograph of Janelle and Kody buying the RV, and they posted it with the guy, and Kody even said, like, if you're looking to buy an RV, go here. So that's actually not truthful. And we know that because of social media. But anyways, without talking to Kody, she buys a giant RV and moves to the undeveloped Coyote Pass property as she is desperate to get construction started on the homes. The season will see the family divided like never before, leaving one thing for certain: the Browns will never be the same. Well, Janelle did stay on the property for one summer. She was very open with it on her social media. She never said that it was a surprise to Kody. There's a picture floating that Kody and her actually went to go buy the RV together. She even talked about it. She shared this on June 27th, and she said, I have something fun to share. I acted boldly and seized an adventure. The rental where I was living was sold, and I chose an alternative path trying to find another rental. Not only is the housing market in Flagstaff as crazy as where you are, I'm sure, rentals are even harder to come by, and presenting my new summer adventure, the RV life, but camped on our property. Lots to do out here on the land, so I figured why not be on site? Honestly, I'm alternating between extreme excitement, as I've always wanted to try this, and anxiety at all the unknown variables. So she announced that on June 27th, and she shared a photo of her purchase, which included the RV. There was a photograph that was going around of Kody and her buying this together. I don't think that he didn't know about it. I think that's just like going to be drama for the show. That's just me though. But maybe he didn't know about it. Maybe he decided to go with her after the fact she made the decision. They had to apply for a permit for her to have the RV on the property, and Kody, being an owner of the property, would have had to be a part of that. So again, not true that he didn't know anything about it. But again, drama for the show. But I do think that Janelle is probably trying to find a way out the door. But the interesting thing here to me is that people in the family are taking sides. Kody tries to stop Christine from leaving, which we know is true. And then Kody gets called out by Christine for having a favorite wife, but then TLC acknowledges that it's Janelle's kids, and Robyn and Kody's kids are their kids. So TLC is not even trying to hide that the only one that has kids together are Kody and Robyn. Janelle's kids are also Kody's, TLC. Just want to tell you that. Christine's kids are also Kody's. Mary's child is also Kody's. Just putting it out there. They all belong to Kody. He might not claim them all, but they do belong to Kody. So what are you shocked to hear about this? What sides do you think they took? Who do you think she invited to go see the baby? I think it was probably Janelle. I doubt she was like inviting Robyn. I know they didn't go. Anyways, what are your thoughts about this new synopsis? Is it going to be the most intense season ever? Or are you just like, I'm so over it? Tell me in the comments below. Bye, guys.